All right, on this slide, slide number 4 here, we're going to go ahead and create that first row of our Jeopardy board. So we're going to be creating this one here. We're not going to do as many as they do just because it's kind of takes a lot of time. So we're going to create our first label or category, I guess you would call that, of the column. And then we're going to do 200, 400, 600, and 800. We're not going to mess with the thousands. All right, so first step is to create that first box there. So let's go to insert. And again, your name should be up here. And then we're going to go to shapes right here. I'm just going to click the rectangular option here. And then somewhere to the left, and don't make it too big because we got to fit, I think we're going to do 5 rows. So about that size should be plenty big enough. Now, once you've done that step, we're going to change the color of the box and add a border to the box. So with it selected, I could leave it this color because it looks fine on my background, but I always think it's fun to kind of customize it for my own liking. So I think I'm going to add this like baby blue color to mine. You can do whatever you want. Pause me if you need to. And then after you choose your color, you're going to add a border around your box. So let's go to shape outline. I'm going to do a black border. You don't have to. You can do any color you want. And then I am going to increase the weight of my border just because I like to make it a little thicker. There we go. So we got our first one with a black border around it. Go ahead and do that. Get your first one all formatted and then come back to me. And when you come back, we're going to go ahead and copy and paste that box 4 times. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to hit Control C. Then I'm going to click out of the box to deselect it. And then I'm going to hit Control V. I'm going to do that 4 times. Do me a favor though. Make sure the first time you hit Control V that when the copied version is selected, that right here it says drawing tools. If that says picture tools, you have done something wrong and you won't be able to type in the box. So you might have to redo it or call me over to help you, but it needs to say drawing tools right there and not picture tools. So now you're going to go ahead and you're going to copy that 3 more times. So if it's still selected, you can hold down Control and just hit 1. Just kidding. Just need to get out of that. No. Why it's not working for me. Holding down Control V. There we go. So that's 2. I'm just holding down Control. 3, 4. Held down Control the whole time and just hit that V multiple times. So let me just double check real quick. You should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, a total of 5 boxes there. Yep, and I've got 5 boxes. All right, let's go see what our next step is. So copy, paste, align the boxes. All right, this is where this is going to come in very handy. You could technically hand align these and try to get them just perfect. That's going to take a lot of time. So what I'm going to have you do instead is I'm going to have you take one of the boxes and drag it down to kind of be like the last box. Now again, don't waste time trying to eyeball this. Just get it down there. So now you've got your top box and you've got your last box. This is kind of a pain the way this worked out with the boxes being selected up here, but the other 3 boxes, I'm just going to drag somewhere like in between those. So, and I'm not paying a lick of attention again as to how aligned they are or are not. Just kind of line them, all 5 of them up similar to this. And then once they're lined up, you're going to select them all. So you're going to hold down the Shift key and just click them one at a time to select them. Once they're all selected, you're going to come up here to the Format tab. You're going to come over here to where it says Align. And you need to make sure that this is selected, Align Selected Objects. If it is not, you'll need to click it, and that's going to go away. But then, so then you have to come back up to Align. And now that this is selected, you can hit Align Center. So what that's going to do is it's going to center them all up in a column. Bam. Look how fast that was. Nice, instead of having to manually do that. Okay, so now they're all lined up left and right. They're all centered, but notice that the gaps between them is different. It's kind of hard to tell, but I can tell. Like some of these spaces are a little bit larger than these spaces. Well, you want those to be even. So Hopefully yours are still selected. If they aren't, go ahead and reselect them. Then you're going to come back up again to align. And again, make sure it's on align selected objects. And if it is, you're going to hit distribute vertically. That means distribute these objects out between the top and the bottom one, which is our top and our bottom one. And it just means to evenly space them out between each other, have the same amount of space. And again, it's going to be a little hard to tell, but if you watch, if I hit distribute vertically, it happened pretty quickly, but you could see that some of those moved just a little bit. So now there's exactly the same amount of space between each one. So our first row is now, excuse me, completely done. All right, so the last thing you're going to do on this slide in this tutorial, sorry guys, tutorial is you're going to add labels to the boxes. So it's up to you. This top row, those are your categories. I really don't care what you use. If you want to make them up or if you just want to put like item 1, I don't care. You may. Oh, side note. You guys always make this way more difficult than it is. All you do to write in it is you click it. You click on it and you just start typing. You might not see the cursor. So like if you notice here, I'm going to put my $200 value there. You won't see the cursor, just start typing. So go ahead now and put either a category there or just put item 1 and then do your 200, 400, 600, and 800. And that'll be it for this slide.